Warm greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic is geopathic stress. There are many defects. There are many defects seen through the construction, and there is other part which is geopathic stress. This is, in modern times, it is called biobiology, the science of the building, and the defect is commonly understood in Europe as sick building syndrome. Sick building syndrome, SBS, sick building syndrome. As the most common factors of geopathic stress are e-smog and basically radiation, electromagnetic radiations. Geo, as we know, earth, and pathos means suffering. So it means suffering from the earth, which causes stress in the form of illness. Geopathic basically relate to the earth. So stress, we know that it's a man-made energies emanating and which determines to the human health. So geopathic stress is a name given to the effect on your body of harmful earth radiation. Geopathic stress or harmful earth rays or geostress or electrostress can result from natural radiation. It rises from the earth, it distorted by the weak electromagnetic fields, and basically it depends upon this radiation impact. It disturbs in various ways, but definitely harmful to the living organisms. Man-made disturbances on the earth's magnetic field includes mining, foundations of the tall buildings, skyscrapers, underground transport systems, public utilities, and so on so. But this natural radiation literally disturbs magnetic, electric, electromagnetic field of living organisms. And definitely, people living in the same building for many years exposed to the same particular form of negative energy, negative environment, pollution could cause a lot of discomfort, ill health in human beings. So geopathic energies pass through the walls, it passes through the windows, closed doors, and they don't recognize boundaries. Even the cellular towers produces a geopathic stress. It creates by the radiation, so it creates a waves. It makes the building sick. If the building gets sick, the sick building syndrome, then definitely the people living in them. Eventually, Vastu is also related to the science of geopathy, because when you talk about the macro Vastu, it talks about the overall the cause and the solution for the geopathy. Okay, so geopathic stress on the macro Vastu, okay, that problems can be mitigated. A good Vastu person can help you to understand how to deal with geopathic stress. Okay, so it's an art of detecting, providing appropriate solution to them. And what are the causes of geopathic stress? As we say, we usually sleep for 8 hours, 7 hours. We sit more than 8 hours in the same spot, and that is called geopathic stress zone. Some problems eventually arise because of that. This zone can be created by disturbances because of fault zones, geomagnetic disturbances, and which impact our health processes. Okay, so however, that's why when we are constructing, we need to ensure that it is away from the geopathic issues in line with the 5 elements that's been discussed. Okay, the earth is a natural magnetic field. It acts. So basically, we need to ensure that geopathic stress must not be impacting. Okay, it's proven that earth is an ultramagnet, right? Okay, earth's currents from the earth, this electromagnetic energy have a wave pattern, the flow in the form of grids, different kinds of electromagnetic earth currents. Okay, so this particular grids are the lines which flow from the north to south. I think we call it as a Hartmann grid. Okay, Hartmann grid. So this particular waves which flow from the north to south, okay, they are found underneath your home, closer to the equator. They are about way inside, but this particular magnetic rays inside the earth has an impact. Okay, there's also the diagonal to the Hartmann grid. There's also the northwest to the southeast and southwest to the northeast. There's a grid lines inside the earth which flows. That's we call the curry grade, you know. Okay, and there's a ley lines. Okay, ley lines, they have black lines. Okay, there's underground water veins, underground earthing system. Okay, so overall, in nutshell, I want to say that sleeping in geopathic stress is very stressful. You cannot sleep. A large area of his body, if he's exposed to geopathic stress, it gets into the unhealthy problems. So ensure that we should be away from the kind of industries. You should be away from the polluted areas. That you should be away. Even Vastu for your home cannot have that much impact. It can have a good impact, but to a certain extent. But if the overall the colony itself having a bad Vastu and having an issue, then there will be a deep impact, you know. Okay, so better to check it out the area, where the house we are taking out. Be away from the pollution, be away from this geopathic stress, be away from the cellular towers, so that no negative impact on the brain functions, no negative impact on the brain rhythms, prevent the body from absorbing essential vitamins, you know. Okay, so we should not, these are the impacts, preventing the body from taking the vitamins, minerals. Okay, so and the geopathic stress also have a negative effect on the water and the storage underground as well. Okay, so the basically impacts, as I said, suicidal attempt, divorces, infertility, miscarriages, tension, severe headaches. Okay, you'll never feel fresh in the morning. Stress. Okay, baby's not feeling well. This all the stuff which happen, this paranormal activities, this all happens because of the geopathic stress. So please be ensure having a right time. Okay, and if you want to have a indicators, know the indicators of the geopathic stress, then check the neighbors with the persistent illness, and check the health and wealth issues in moving that house, you know, history of the previous occupants in those apartments, you know. Okay, and have a great need. Okay, any excessive problems overall in the colony, check it out. So just to avoid this geopathic stress. Okay, so correcting geopathic disturbances is not always difficult and complicated, but it can be done, you know, through a certain extent. But checking the location outside, away from the geopathic stress, is always good, you know, rather than mitigating, absorbing and blocking the geopathic stress, which will be very difficult to do so actually one way. Okay, but we can do it to a certain extent using pyramids and other stuff. Okay, so be careful, take care. Okay, this geopathic stress is synonymous with the Vastu defects. Okay, it can be minimized using effective tools. Okay, but to a certain extent, I say. Okay, but always taking the house or a plot away from this geopathic stress is always good, recommended. Okay, so that the energy which is in the earth, in the sky, in the air, in the fire, you can tap that energy. You can transform that energy into a healing energy. Okay, and which will really help you. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching this video. Take care, bye.